Hey Sophia, did you get coffee this morning?
Oh my god, yes, and I was so tired, I almost ordered in Spanish by accident.
Wait, what? You speak Spanish?
A little bit. I took it in high school, but I haven't practiced in years, so it's super rusty now.
That's funny because I've been trying to learn Japanese recently, and oh man, the pronunciation is killing me.
Really? What's hard about it?
Everything. Like, I know the words, but when I say them, Japanese people look at me like, what did you just say?
Oh, I totally get that. It's like when people learn English, right? They know all the vocabulary, but they still sound, I don't know.
Robotic?
Yes, exactly. Like they're reading from a textbook or something.
You know what? That's actually perfect because today we're talking about exactly that problem.
Oh yeah, today's episode is all about pronunciation, not just knowing words, but actually sounding natural.
Right. We're going to teach you 25 daily sentences that you probably already know,
But we're going to show you how to say them like a real native speaker.
not like a robot, like an actual American.
This is going to be so fun. Okay, let's dive in.
So here's the thing. A lot of English learners get frustrated because they study grammar, they memorize vocabulary,
They do everything right on paper.
but then when they speak, something feels off and they can't figure out what it is.
I've heard this so many times. Students tell me, Sophia, I know what I want to say, but I don't sound natural.
And the secret? It's not about learning harder words.
Nope, it's about how you say the simple ones.
Exactly. It's about stress, rhythm, and intonation.
Okay, let me break that down because it sounds complicated, but it's actually super easy.
Stress means which words you make louder or stronger in a sentence.
Rhythm is like the music of the sentence. Some parts are fast, some parts are slow.
And intonation is how your voice goes up and down.
Like when you ask a question, your voice goes up at the end. Are you hungry?
But when you make a statement, it goes down. I'm hungry.
See? Native speakers do this automatically. We don't think about it.
But you can learn it. And today we're going to practice 25 sentences together.
These are sentences you'll use every single day.
And by the end of this episode, you're going to sound way more natural. I promise.
All right, let's start with sentence number 1. Lucas?
How are you?
Okay, so most learners say, how are you? Every word separate.
But natives, we say, how are you? Or even faster, how are you?
The R gets the stress, and we blend it all together. Listen, how are you?
Try it. How are you?
Sentence 2. I'm fine, thanks.
Don't say, I am fine, thanks. Say, I'm fine, thanks.
Quick and smooth. The fine is the important word, so that's where your stress goes.
Sentence 3, what's your name?
We almost never say the full, what is your name? Way too formal.
We say, what's your name? Contract what is into what's and stress name.
It's faster and way more natural. What's your name?
Sentence 4, nice to meet you.
Oh, this one. People always mess this up.
They say, nice to meet you, all separated.
But natives say, nice to meet you. 2 stress points.
Nice and meet give the emphasis. Everything else is quick and light.
Try it with us. Nice to meet you.
Sentence 5, where are you from?
Okay, so this is tricky. Don't say each word separately.
Say, where are you from? We blend where and are together.
And the from gets stressed at the end. That's the important part. Where are you from? Fast and smooth.
Sentence 6, I'm from America.
Simple. I'm from America. Stress the "mer" part.
And always use a contraction I'm, not I am.
We love contractions in everyday English.
Sentence 7, how old are you?
Say it like, how old are you? The old gets the punch.
Not how old are you. Keep it connected and natural.
Sentence 8, I'm 20 years old.
I'm 20 years old. Whatever your age is, stress that number.
And honestly, in casual conversation, we usually just say, I'm 20. We drop the years old part.
Yeah, totally. Native speakers love being lazy with words.
It's not lazy, it's efficient.
Okay, sure. Let's call it efficient. All right, sentence 9, what do you do?
This means, what's your job? And you say it like, what do you do?
The second do is the one that gets stressed.
Don't say, what do you do? Connect those words. What do you do?
Sentence 11, I'm a student.
Easy one. I'm a student. Stress the first syllable of student.
And notice how every sentence has this rhythm, strong parts and weak parts.
That's what makes English sound musical.
Sentence 11, where do you live?
Where do you live? Stress live at the end.
And when we speak fast, do you becomes do ya. So it sounds like, where do you live?
Sentence 13, I live in New York.
I live in New York. 2 stress points here.
The in is super weak. It almost disappears. I live in New York.
That's so true. We barely say the in.
Sentence 14, do you like coffee?
Do you like coffee? Stress like and coffee.
And again, fast speech, do you like coffee?
Sentence 15 is actually 2 options, yes I do or no I don't.
Super short but powerful. Yes, I do. The do carries all the emotion.
Or no I don't. Really stress that don't to show you mean it.
These little words are so important.
Sentence 16, what time is it?
What time is it? The time is the key word.
And natives say this super fast. What time is it? The is it blends into zit.
Wait, say that again.
What time is it? Like one word almost.
Oh, wow, yeah. I never thought about that, but we totally do say it like that.
Sentence 17, it's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. The number gets the stress.
And usually we just say it's 3 in normal conversation. We drop the o'clock.
Unless you're being really formal or specific.
Sentence 18, can you help me?
Can you help me? The help is what you're asking for, so that's your stress.
And can you often sounds like can you or even kinda when we're really casual.
Sentence 19, of course.
Strong answer, of course. Big stress on course.
Your tone should be friendly and positive here. Let your voice go up.
Sentence 19, I don't understand.
I don't understand. Stress the stand part.
And you can let your voice go up a little at the end to show you need help.
This is such an important sentence. Don't be shy to use it.
Sentence 20, can you repeat that?
Can you repeat that? Stress repeat.
Native speakers don't mind repeating. We want to help you understand.
Exactly. Always ask if you don't catch something.
Sentence 21, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. 2 stress points here.
Show your energy and gratitude. Make them feel appreciated.
Sentence 22, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Stress welcome.
Or sometimes we just say welcome, super casual.
Or even no problem. We have lots of options.
Sentence 23, excuse me.
Excuse me. The cues card gets stressed.
And your voice should be polite, going up slightly at the end.
This works for getting attention or apologizing. Super useful.
Sentence 24, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Stress sorry. And your tone should be genuine.
Make your voice softer and lower. That shows you really mean it.
And finally, sentence 25. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Stress nice and day.
Your voice should be cheerful. Let it rise at the end like you're singing.
Have a nice day. It's such a friendly way to end a conversation.
Okay, so we just covered 25 essential sentences.
And the key is not just knowing them, but feeling the rhythm.
Right, English is like music, it flows.
So here's what you should do. Practice these sentences every day.
Say them in front of a mirror, say them while you're walking, say them everywhere.
And here's a pro tip, record yourself.
Yes, record yourself saying these sentences, then listen back.
You'll hear your own improvement. It's so cool.
And don't worry about being perfect, just focus on the rhythm and the stress.
The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Your mouth needs to build muscle memory. It takes time.
But you'll get there. We believe in you.
If you love this episode, hit that subscribe button.
And leave us a comment. Tell us which sentence was hardest for you.
We read every single comment and we love hearing from you guys.
Next episode, we're going even deeper into natural pronunciation.
So make sure you don't miss it.
Until then, keep practicing.
Keep speaking.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect.
You just need to be brave.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.